You know what I'm saying? He did commit a crime. He is going to jail for committing a crime, but the time is going to be based on his pre-sentence report.
Y'all, Diddy's former bodyguard, Gone Deal, is revealing things nobody expected. He worked closely with Diddy during the peak of Bad Boy Records and is now exposing what really happened behind closed doors. What makes this shocking is that his stories have stayed consistent for years, and many are now being backed up in court by real witnesses. Federal investigators are even using his information to build their case. Gone Deal also claims authorities knew about Diddy's behavior for over a decade but did nothing until 2024. Even more disturbing, another bodyguard who tried to speak out about alleged dark involvement linked to Diddy and Jay-Z reportedly died within 24 hours of going public. In September 2024, Sean "Diddy" Combs was arrested on charges including sex trafficking and racketeering, and his trial, which began in May 2025, has been explosive.
We have breaking news that we're following in Sean Diddy Combs' racketeering and sex trafficking trial. In just moments, Combs' ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, is set to retake the stand and face what we expect to be her final round of questioning under cross-examination.
The prosecution's star witness was none other than Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex-girlfriend, who testified for 4 straight days about the abuse she endured during their decade-long relationship.
The ex-girlfriend of Sean Diddy Combs is back on the stand for a second day in the music mogul's criminal trial. Cassie Ventura shared shocking allegations of abuse during her testimony yesterday, and she also gave graphic details on the so-called freak-offs and then broke down in tears.
She testified in graphic detail about Diddy's drug-fueled sex parties, called freak-offs, where she was allegedly forced to participate with male escorts while Diddy watched and recorded everything. The testimony shocked the courtroom. That's where Gene Deal comes in. In multiple interviews, he claimed Diddy recorded everything at these parties, which is why many celebrities may be nervous about what footage exists. Deal also said the guests were not just stars, but politicians, princes, and even preachers. As Diddy's longtime bodyguard, Deal witnessed the lifestyle up close, including secret purchases, hired escorts, and hidden transactions. His most chilling claim was that Diddy was not born this way, but shaped by the music industry itself, transforming from harmless to dangerous as power and influence took over.
The monster side of Diddy that he should have been came out with this long time ago.
Now things get even darker. Gene Deal is not the only bodyguard speaking out. Another former guard, Big Homie CC, real name Emmanuel Newton, made alarming claims in a May 2025 interview on Piers Morgan and Censored. He said he was poisoned 3 times, with toxicology reports showing cyanide that later appeared as pneumonia in his body. While he did not directly blame Diddy, the timing raised serious questions. Big Homie also claimed a key witness in Diddy's trial, a male escort who provided tapes to federal investigators, mysteriously disappeared before testifying. He warned that as the trial continues, people who could strengthen the prosecution may be removed from the case. During Cassie Ventura's testimony, she broke down repeatedly while describing the abuse she endured. She said Diddy would hit her, drag her, and stomp on her when she was down. When asked how often the violence happened, Cassie answered with 2 words: too frequently.
Surveillance video of the hotel assault is the most important piece, but now we're seeing the prosecutors use some other pieces of evidence: selfies, text messages, emails, things that were on Cassie Ventura's phone, because they want the jury to believe her unconditionally.
Prosecutors played surveillance footage from a 2016 incident at the Intercontinental Hotel in Los Angeles, showing Diddy chasing Cassie down a hallway wearing only a towel. A hotel security guard, Eddie Garcia, testified that Diddy later paid him $100,000 to destroy the only copy of that video. Another witness, Dawn Richard of Donity Kane, said she saw Diddy attack Cassie in 2009. She testified that he came downstairs yelling, then hit Cassie in the head and kicked her on the ground in front of others. Dawn said she was terrified and afraid to intervene because she did not know what might happen to her.
Tapes and everything that they seen him beating the shit out of Cassie, people coming and saying he beat other people, did all kind of crazy shit to other people. So what they're gonna do is they're going to look at that and they're gonna give him a domestic violence court.
But there's even more people are not talking about. Gene Deal shared a strange story from before Diddy's 1999 court verdict in the club shooting case. He claimed Diddy stopped in Central Park, where a man performed a bizarre ritual involving prayers, smoke, and a white bird that died moments after being released, just hours before Diddy was acquitted. Deal also alleged Diddy threatened Bad Boy Records executive Kirk Burroughs to force him to sign over his shares. Burroughs agreed, expecting them back later, but never did. Deal questioned the circumstances around Kim Porter's 2018 death and hinted there is more the public does not know. Finally, Deal said he is willing to testify against Diddy if called, despite backlash from fans. He stated that Diddy let money and power come before respect, and that mindset ultimately led to his downfall.
There's good people out in this world. There's still some good people in law enforcement. There's still some good people in the government that's going to make sure that he don't think he got that power.
There's also the mysterious case of Uncle Ron, another former Diddy bodyguard, real name Ron Smith. He posted a video claiming Jay-Z and Diddy were connected to Biggie's death. Within 24 hours of going public, Uncle Ron mysteriously died, and the circumstances were never fully explained, making the timing impossible to ignore. Gene Deal has been asked if he fears for his safety, but he continues doing interviews and showing up at court, suggesting confidence or protection. In May 2025, Deal was reportedly involved in an altercation outside the courthouse with a YouTuber who kept provoking him. Witnesses claimed Deal knocked him out, and no arrests were made. Deal has also questioned why authorities waited until 2024 to act against Diddy, saying law enforcement had known about his behavior for years. Big Homie CC echoed this, warning that as the trial approaches, witnesses may disappear and strange things happen that weaken the prosecution.
There are several people who were initially named to be witnesses. They just magically disappeared because, News Nation had reached out to me to do an interview about this.
The reason authorities waited so long likely comes down to power and influence. Diddy was one of the most powerful figures in the music industry, with connections to politicians, law enforcement, and other elites. Gene Deal even said politicians attended Diddy's parties. With that kind of reach, it becomes hard for anyone to move against you. Everything began to unravel only after Cassie Ventura filed her civil lawsuit in November 2023.
Now, Cassie filing this lawsuit, she get the top 3 lawyers in New York City.
Cassie's lawsuit opened the floodgates and gave other victims the courage to speak out. The release of the 2016 surveillance video also pushed the public and law enforcement to take the allegations seriously. Diddy's trial is still ongoing, with prosecutors presenting a large amount of evidence. Gene Deal believes the pressure of hearing hours of testimony will eventually break Diddy and push him toward a plea deal, though that would still mean serious prison time. For others possibly involved, especially powerful figures, the hope is that Diddy stays silent. But if he cooperates and starts naming names, this case could become much bigger. Gene Deal has gained respect for speaking out, and if he's called to testify, his words could be explosive. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments and check out our other videos for updates.